All right, what's up, everyone? We are back at it again. It has been a while. As you see, we're actually on the GSA today, which I haven't ridden off-road in quite some time. Trying to play with the new CarP ride system I installed on this. Haven't really gotten to mess with it very much. You're going to check it out, play around with some. I believe there's a way to change this to a dark screen. I don't know how to do it. I do enjoy the dark screen, though. It would look better. This is the 7-inch BMW version that they made. I believe this costed me like $300 with a discount code from Big Rock Moto. This ride may look familiar because we are just going to take Mt Herman up today and head down Rampart Range Road, probably in through Garden of the Gods, and call it a day with that ride. We haven't had much time to ride lately. At least not this. I've been riding a lot of mountain bikes lately. So we're just going to kick back and see how today goes. We have Summits and Saddle Rally in Buena Vista coming up. Ooh, a little slick as soon as I got onto this. Summits and Saddle Rally coming up in Buena Vista here in a week and a half. Or me and Cengiz will be up there for that. I'm hopefully not going to drop the BMW today. It doesn't really sound fun to me. Still under the weather, still trying to get by, continuing to function while being sick. It has been loads of not fun. Do feel like I just don't have much traction right now, actually. It's a beautiful morning. It's about 60 degrees outside here in Monument, Colorado. Not too hot, not too cold. Only real updates I have for right now is I should be releasing, hopefully today, some videos for the new engine guard crash supports that I put on the GSA yesterday. I have another video where I put on new air forks and a new headset on my mountain bike. I've never done either one of those. That was a quick learning experience, actually. That wasn't that bad. Just bought some of the right tools to begin with and made my life super easy compared to what it should have been. Or could have been. And as I also talk about in those videos, I am actually in the process of buying a new house. And that has been eating up a lot of my time. So we'll see how that goes. It's going to be great because we will have an actual shop moving forward instead of just using my garage. So it's going to be nice and easy today. Have not been up here in forever, and I have not ridden the GSA off-road in quite some time. So we are going to take it nice and easy, probably near the speed limit, honestly, instead of going crazy with the cheese whiz. And other than that, I don't really have too terribly much to talk about, so I will probably cut out most of the audio from here and play some of that wonderful music from YouTube and let you guys enjoy the ride. Ooh, inside is real sandy over there. Thing I learned about our last ride out was to not take super tight turns, because that is what caused me lots of problems last time. So that guy was not very far ahead of us, and he has just turned around. I don't know if that means the road goes to shit up here or what. Such a beautiful place, though. It's going to be a nice, slow, easy ride today because I need some confidence boosting on the GSA. My DRZ has gotten most of my ride time for a while now. This actually had broken fork seal and was down. So I fixed it this past week. I'm planning on taking the GSA out to the Summits and Saddles rally, so I am trying to get a little comfort boost on it right now. So I've been doing a lot of mountain bike riding lately. Really grown very fond of it. It's actually quite entertaining. It's a nice workout while also getting out in nature. I get some real speed up on it, especially compared to what I'm doing today. I probably hit 30-40 miles an hour some days on my downhill treks. So much fun. I really enjoy it. What I have learned is that it actually kind of some of the same concepts that I have to do or think about while riding adventure bikes. I really see an overlap between that and between mountain biking and adventure biking. So that was kind of a nifty thing I've learned recently. I've seen so much wildlife lately on mountain bikes, especially. The other day we saw a whole mom turkey, whatever you call those, and her whole little flock of little, I don't know, turkey chicks, we'll call them. I don't know what they're called, baby turkeys. That was super, super cool. I've seen a whole lot of deer lately. But that's the first time I think I ever saw wild turkeys in Colorado, even though I know they're here. See all that deep stuff right there on the inside. This is why I avoid the inside now, because that is what caused me to break my windshield off the GSA the last time we were out. Got stuck deep in it and flipped right over the top of my handlebars. This sand is new. I think they were actually the sand and gravel everywhere. It's pretty new. I think they've been trying to clean up this road because it's been washed out so bad. Problem is I feel like all I'm doing right now is trying to avoid where crap is super deep and not good to ride in. This road is definitely going to take me a while today. But, as we always say, ride your ride. Ride what you're comfortable riding. This is not my DRZ. It is a lot bigger, a lot heavier. Accidental flick of the throttle and I could be off the side of this mountain. So I'm very cognizant of fear of heights. Kicks in. No desire to go flying off the mountain and dying today. We are approaching the top of Mount Herman. Still got a little ways left to go, but we are almost to the very top up here. So I haven't done a video on my thoughts on the CarPuride system, so I guess I'll just go ahead and give you my thoughts right now. The thing is awesome, totally worth the money. I love having CarPlay at my disposal. Allows for easier navigation when riding. I really honestly haven't gotten to ride it very much since I installed it, but I really enjoy it. It's nice. I like being able to switch back and forth between all the additional gauges it gives me. For the BMW, since the BMW just has so many sensors by default, so I really like that. So I really like that feature, and I really like being able to get GPS now at my disposal very easily. What I will say is it ships from China. They don't tell you that. Ooh, look, a squirrel. Baby squirrel. Very tight to not get stuck in that rut. Okay, he's good. Yeah, so like I was saying, CarPuride system ships from China. It took forever. They don't tell you that on the website. They just try to, say it's delayed shipping or, 15 days to ship. Well, it took them 3 weeks before they even bothered to ship it, I think, or I don't know. It was the full time before they even bothered to ship it. It actually was shipped late. And then on top of that, we had to sit there and wait for it to come from China. It was very annoying, very delayed in my opinion. It would be nice if they actually just stocked them here in the US somewhere, but I don't know if they do. Otherwise, it's great. I actually really like it. There is the other system, I can't remember the name of it, which I do think would have been a good option as well. Probably ships stateside, but they allow for cameras, like dash cams or backup camera, stuff like that to be installed that the CarPuride system does not. So that would have been kind of game changing, but I don't really care that much. I like the system I got, and I got it for way cheaper, especially because of the Big Rock Moto discount code that he gave out, which I believe was like 30% off, which is awesome. And we have now come up to Mount Herman. I am going to probably go ahead and find a little campsite. Oh, look at that squirrel. Find a little spot to pull over to the side off the road and probably take a quick break. Because now it's all nerves downhill. For a little bit at least. downhill is my downfall. It's where I wreck every time on this bike, especially. On my mountain bike, I have been trying to just get to the point where I just say send it and go. It's a little more challenging on a 600-pound bike. But between my TRZ and my mountain bike, that's kind of my thought process right now. Just kind of send it, let it go. A lot easier than trying to control the crap. Right, break time. All right, folks, we're getting back at it again. Quick little break, discuss the upcoming Buena Vista trip. Cooled down a little bit after almost getting taken out by a car. We're just going to take this nice and easy back down to Rampart Range Road. And I will take Rampart Range Road down to Garden of the Gods and probably head up on the interstate home. beautiful views this morning. Look at that. That's absolutely magnificent. I actually just did the shift without a clutch thing, since this thing has clutchless shifting. Never tried it before. Definitely logging operations, you can smell all that sawdust. One of these days, I hope that going downhill does not bother me nearly as much as it does. I just really need to get out and do it more. Especially on this big bike. Today's all about confidence inspiring, confidence building rides. Last ride out on the BMW was fun, but several crashes, drops, broke my fork seal, broke my windshield. So today is all about none of that and having a nice, easy, chill, low-key ride. Through the mountains into Garden of the Gods, and we'll take a nice easy ride, quick trip back up I-25 to head back to the house. today around probably 20 miles an hour, maybe 25 at times. Sometimes even slower, but I would say probably average speed is about 20 miles an hour. I believe that's also the speed limit on all these roads, honestly. So look at us go, obeying the law. I'm trying to practice shifting while standing today. It's challenging, especially with boots on, but it's a skill I think I need to learn to have for adventure, dual sport, and motocross riding. So I'm practicing that today while we're out. It is a little challenging to get used to. It's different. Honestly, it was different getting used to riding with boots on. I always used to squid up in life and just, I don't know, I'd ride in bands. So now I actually wear protective equipment, helmet all the time. Often, like I am right now, I'm in an armored jacket. Trying to be more cognizant, trying to do more of, we'll say, the right thing, so that way I continue making a home to my family every day. I actually thought we were closer to Rampart Range Road than we actually were from our stop, so that's somewhat nice. I unfortunately am also trying to go mountain bike riding today, hopefully, so trying to squeeze in multiple adventures. And one day maybe I'll start recording some of my mountain bike rides. I'm not really that good. I'm not really good at this either, so we'll see. If you guys would like to see mountain bike ride videos, by all means, let me know in the comments. I will gladly start recording those too. I have the equipment, just haven't done it. Got some trucks over there. This is Rampart Range Road. Yeah, that way goes to Garden of the Gods. And we are on Rampart Range Road, headed down towards Garden of the Gods. I think this road is probably a bit more maintained than all the rest of them, honestly. This road cuts all the way across Rampart Range from Garden of the Gods over to Decker's area. I think it comes in the Decker's area. It is oftentimes a gravelly, sandy road. Stuff we're in right now. I feel it sliding around on me. Definitely some deep gravel out today, out here on Rampart Range Road. I can feel it on my tires as we're driving. It feels a little squishy. Stay a little loose because we're getting a little bit of a wobble from all the thick gravel or deep gravel. 4-wheel drive and chains may be required. Well, that's fun. I have 1-wheel drive and no chains. Okay, so that way actually takes us down into Woodland Park. We're going to continue up this way continuing on Rampart Range Road, which is this way. This is actually where we went the last time we were out, when Jengus unfortunately wrecked into the back of my TRC. Still haven't posted that video, still haven't edited it yet. Honestly, haven't even really looked at it. I have been so incredibly busy. Eventually we will get around to it. Unfortunately, I am just always busy right now. Struggling to keep up with everything some days. Super excited about our new house. It's actually basically my dream house. Or one of my dream houses, more or less. It's not the most modern and highest quality of finishes, and that's totally cool. Unfortunately, that's also stuff I'm able to DIY. But anyways, yeah, I got a nice, good-sized house coming. Me and my wife have been working crazy to try to give our family the lives they deserve, and we are finally going to be able to give them everything. Land to play on. I'll get a nice barn that's going to be turned into a shop, so I will have more room to build more stuff for this channel and for my family to enjoy, honestly. I anticipate building my own micro camper, maybe multiple iterations, as I figure out exactly what it is that fits my family best. We'll be doing some trailer builds and modifications to try to make them easier to haul dirt bikes on. But we also have 5 acres of land, so we actually get to play on our own land some, finally. Super excited, can't wait. It is going to be awesome. Kids love the new house. We are planning on building a mountain bike course. How big that is kind of to be determined. Probably just a little skills training area, honestly. Because we will still go out and go ride the actual trails around. But we'll be doing some of that as well. There's all kinds of stuff. Ooh, dear. He was right next to the road. Maybe she was right next to the road. Didn't want her to jump out in front of me. breather to sit down for a little bit. Been standing up the whole ride.